F1 fans, hold on to your seats because we have explosive news straight from Silverstone. Mercedes is back in full force, showing they've still got plenty of gas in the tank. But that's not all. We have twists, surprises, and even drama in the champion team. Red Bull, which seemed unbeatable, is suddenly facing unexpected challenges. And let's not forget McLaren, who came out swinging to fight at the front. Get ready for a complete analysis of this qualifying session that promises to change the course of the championship. And with rain forecasted for the race, my friends, anything can happen. Want to know all the details of this madness in Silverstone? Then stick with us, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on this race weekend that's sure to go down in F1 history.
But to have the team 1-2 is where we belong, I would say. It's where the team belongs.
The big news today is Mercedes' triumphant return in Silverstone. Who would have thought, huh? After a complicated start to the season, the German team is back in full swing, showing they still know how to dominate a track. And who's shining? None other than our beloved Lewis Hamilton. The 7-time champion is back at the top, showing why he's considered one of the best of all time. Lewis was ecstatic with the improvements in the W15, folks. He said the car is a marvel after the latest updates. Just imagine improvements in all areas. The aerodynamic package is so sharp it feels like the car could take off at any moment. But the cherry on top? George Russell, folks. The young Brit not only secured pole position, but also left everyone in awe. It's his second pole this year. Russell said the team finally found the happy medium with the car. Small changes, big impact. That's the magic of F1, my friends. The most impressive part? Mercedes is competitive both on wet and dry tracks. This means that no matter what the British sky decides to do tomorrow, the Silver Arrows are ready for battle. With Hamilton in second and Russell on pole, Mercedes made a 1-2 that no one expected. It's like we're back in 2020, but this time with an exciting twist. Are we seeing the start of a new era of Mercedes dominance, or does Red Bull have an ace up their sleeve for the race? Stay tuned because this story has many chapters ahead.
Still lost the car, so of course then almost, crashed. I kept it out of the barrier, but a lot of floor damage.
Now folks, let's talk about Red Bull. Who would have thought we'd see the day when the season's dominant team would be sweating bullets in Silverstone? Well, my friends, even the flying bulls can stumble. Max Verstappen, the current championship leader, faced serious problems during qualifying. His car's floor suffered significant damage. Just imagine, it's like the ground was falling apart beneath him. Even so, the Flying Dutchman managed to qualify fourth. That shows his incredible talent, doesn't it? But look at this craziness. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's advisor, even called the RB20 toxic. That's right. The car is reacting unpredictably to track conditions. It's like the RB20 has a mind of its own, deciding when to cooperate and when to cause trouble. And if you're enjoying this news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot and motivates me to always bring the best content to you. Now let's talk about the other side of the Red Bull garage, Perez, folks. Oh boy, the Mexican had a performance, let's say, to forget. He went off the track in Q1 and will start way back in 19th. Checo's situation is getting complicated, you see. There are even rumors of clauses in his contract that could result in his removal from the team if he doesn't improve. The pressure is at its limit. So, what do we have here? A vulnerable Red Bull, a Max Verstappen having to work miracles with a damaged car, and a Perez fighting to keep his seat in the team. Who could have predicted this scenario at the beginning of the season? That's why we love F1, folks. We never know what to expect, and Silverstone is giving us a weekend full of emotions. Guys, now let's talk about a team that's putting on quite a show, McLaren. Who here remembers the McLaren of Senna's days? Well, it seems the orange magic is back. Lando Norris, the fans' favorite, had a thrilling qualifying session. The guy was flying, literally. He came very close to pole, but a tiny mistake in Q3 put him in third. But don't be fooled, this mistake could be the cherry on top for tomorrow. With rain forecasted, Lando is confident he can turn that third place into something even better. And we can't forget Oscar Piastri. The rookie Australian is showing why he's considered one of F1's biggest prospects. Despite facing heavy traffic on his final lap, the kid managed an impressive 5th place. Piastri is optimistic, and rightly so. McLaren seems to have found the right path, and both drivers are ready to seize any opportunity that comes their way. Now let's take a quick look at Ferrari because, well, let's just say it wasn't the best day for the prancing horse. Charles Leclerc, usually a qualifying master, didn't make it to Q3. That's right, folks, the Monegasque will start only 11th. Leclerc talked about the car's lack of speed and consistency. It seems the team's experiments to better understand the SF23 didn't work out this time. Carlos Sainz fared a little better, securing 7th place. But the Spaniard also highlighted the car's difficulties in Silverstone, especially in high-speed corners. It looks like Ferrari still has a lot of work to do to get back to the top. And look at this nice surprise. Nico Hülkenberg from Haas had quite a performance. The German will start 6th, proving that sometimes David can indeed scare Goliath in F1. Look, folks, the stage is set for a breathtaking race. With Mercedes at the front, the pressure on Russell and Hamilton is immense. Will they be able to hold their positions when the lights go out? And let's not forget the Verstappen factor. Even starting 4th, we know he can work magic in the first laps. The question is, will the car withstand the strain? McLaren is lurking, with Norris and Piastri ready to take advantage of any opening. If the rain really falls, the bets are wide open. Remember how Norris almost won here in wet conditions a few years ago? Then there's Ferrari. Despite the difficulties in qualifying, never underestimate the prancing horse's power. Leclerc and Sainz are masters of spectacular recoveries. The grid is so tight that even a small mistake can cost several positions. Imagine the tension in the pits, each team adjusting their strategies at the slightest sign of weather change. The battle won't just be for victory, but for every championship point. With so many competitive teams, every position gained or lost can make a difference at the end of the season. Who will keep calm under pressure? Who will risk everything for a chance at glory? Tomorrow's race promises thrilling answers to all these questions. Tomorrow, Silverstone will be on fire, rain or shine. Just imagine, engines roaring, tires screeching on the asphalt, and 20 of the world's best drivers fighting for every inch of the track. That's what awaits us. I want to see you all glued to your TVs, cheering for every overtake, suffering for every pit stop, and celebrating as if you were there in the stands. Because that's what makes F1 so special, the passion of all of us fans. And look, it doesn't matter who you root for, whether it's Hamilton seeking another home victory, Verstappen aiming for an epic comeback, or even Norris dreaming of his first triumph. Tomorrow promises to be a day for the F1 history books. So, get the popcorn ready, call your friends, wear your favorite colors, and prepare to cheer a lot. Because when the red light goes out, my friends, the show begins. Don't forget to leave your predictions for the race in the comments. Who will take this one? What will be the biggest surprise? And hey, if you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay on top of everything happening in the F1 world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. That way you won't miss any details of this sizzling season. We'll see you after the race for a complete analysis. Until then, stay tuned and may the best win.